welcome to another exciting episode of
ZoeTv.
ZoeTv, and we are, as always, on a roll. Amazing guests, amazing topics, amazing points of conversation, and today won't be anything but an upgrade to that.
I agree. And don't you love this part of our week?
It's the highlight. I love that it's on Wednesdays.
I love that it's on Wednesdays. I love that we're together because we love to be together, but
it's rare.
we're both so busy.
We're like this.
Yeah.
So this gets us to come together, and we get to talk to our favorite part of this campus, which is our residents, and learn.
I know. I walk away every single week blessed and enlightened and encouraged. You know what? And you and I've said it a million times, but we are here because of the residents.
True. Very true. And the wisdom that comes out of their mouth, especially at an older age.
Yes.
Experience has been had, lessons have been learned, and now we have to listen to them.
Well, and
they're wise.
We need lots of lessons because we're so young.
I know. And it's like my kids. They need to learn from me, who's learning from them. It's generational.
Oh, no, wait.
Generational.
Wait a minute. Your kids are learning from you?
No, they don't. I say I wish they did. I wish
That's why Kelly's in the picture.
That's why she's in the mix. Very true. All right, before we get to our guest, we are a lot under the radar, behind the scenes, planning the university.
Yes.
We got a lot of cool ideas. We're changing things up possibly this next semester.
You know what? We really are. Both of us, when you put our brains together, you get half a brain. And so in our half a brain combined, we're coming up with some new ideas.
We are. We're trying to shake it up a little bit.
Yes.
Because we are a lot of semesters into this concept.
Well, 5 years we are under our belt.
Right. So I think it's time for a little bit of a reboot. We're not going to divulge too much, but
well, because we don't know. No, just kidding. Sorry, you know me. We do know.
We do have our ideas, and we're excited about them.
And we are excited, too, about graduation.
Ooh,
I mean, our graduates are so...
Exactly. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's turn our attention to our guest.
Yes, please.
I got no words. What I watched from this one, it's spectacular. For those of you that are downstairs in the strength and balance class that Mark does 2 o'clock every single day, you will recognize this guest because she is the poster child for this class.
I love that.
No matter your age, no matter what season of health you're in, you can work. And you can work in that group dynamic where everybody's encouraging each other.
And balance is key.
Balance is everything.
Yeah, and Mark is so good with that. I mean, we're lucky to have him.
We're so lucky to have him. And I love seeing somebody of his stature and size and work with these little ones.
I know. He just seems like a big teddy bear.
Working with them and being an eye level. That's a big thing to him, is not overpowered, because that could easily happen.
Right. Instead, he's welcoming and calming and like a teddy bear.
It's unbelievable. So with that, Marlowe McQuay, we have in person the one and only Marlowe. Marlowe, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Oh, Marlowe, we got to get it out there so everybody knows right off the bat. Say it really loud. How old are you?
99.
99. And when do you turn 100?
Another 11 months.
Okay, so you just turned 99. I love that. Okay. Well, happy birthday, a little late.
99 is we've got some others at 99, and it's like that anticipation of this is a big year for health, and I want to see 100. I want that so bad. Are you in that boat of 100 right around the corner?
Well, my son and granddaughter thinks I am. I don't know.
We agree.
I don't have any pain. I'm barely free of pain.
Very good, man.
I can't imagine that. No pain.
No, I have problems, but I can work it out in the morning when I first get up before I get in the shower.
Wow.
I am impressed.
I got so many questions when we're able to talk to somebody who has that longevity. What is that run in your family? did your parents and their parents does this age run in your family?
No, my mother was only 62 and my father was 72 when they passed.
Wow.
But I do have, I had a sister 98 and a sister 93 that have passed on. And,
Okay, so
and
you're the oldest and the last.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm really, I have one younger sister. My younger sister's still alive, and she will be 88 next month.
Oh, spring chicken.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's all that's left in both sides of the family.
but there were 8 of you, right?
And all the rest of them are gone, plus their spouses.
Wow.
But my younger sister still has her husband, but he's not well, but he's doing well.
Okay, and maybe you don't know the answer to this, but what do you attribute no pain to? Because I don't know anybody really at any age after 50 maybe that can say that.
I don't know. I haven't taken pain pills or aspirin or anything like that for a long, long time.
And you have good joints and you're...
I just have had good doctors. I've had several surgeries, but I've come right through them okay. And I just feel good, and I've always been happy.
Being happy is
the
a
joy.
big part of it. So tell us where you were born and grew up.
In Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing, I love
In fact, my
Michigan.
father delivered, them days, the doctor came to the house to deliver the baby. But he didn't get there, so my father delivered me.
Oh my
Wow.
I asked him later when I heard that, I said, how'd you know how to do that? He said, well, see, the rest of you were born tonight.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
So how long of your life did you live in Michigan?
Well, I lived right there until I retired, and then I did a couple of years of volunteer work, and then after that, my husband, at that time, he wanted a motor home, small one.
Okay.
I didn't want it, but anyway, I said, okay, you know. And so we did, and I loved it. I did do the volunteer work first, though, before
And where all did you go in the motorhome?
we went all over, because my family kind of lived on different states and like that. And I didn't like to live or stay with anybody. I wanted to be by myself, you know.
Right, that makes
But,
sense.
Oh, yeah, and then I also said, okay, I'll agree to get one, but you got to have a bathtub in it, because I love my bathtubs at that
Oh
time.
my gosh.
So how long did you travel in your motorhome?
Just about 10 years before
Okay.
he passed, yeah. And in fact, we were at my sister's in-laws and my brother's in Florida when he passed.
Okay. And so what brought you to Arizona? Because Florida and Michigan are a long ways away.
My son came down here.
Okay.
He was in service
Okay.
before, and he was in Vietnam. That was a bad year.
It
But,
was a bad time.
Anyway, he lived down he was at Texas first,
Okay.
and then they transferred him up to. And then after he retired and everything, he had a choice to come up here, to Arizona or some other place, but he chose Arizona.
Chose Arizona.
So he's lived here really longer than I have.
Where does he live now?
Here,
What, in Phoenix?
yeah.
And did he?
Yeah, he lives in Deer Valley now.
In Deer Valley. Okay.
What arm of the military was he in? Was he in
my husband?
No, your son.
Oh, son, he was in the Army.
In the Air Force?
No.
Army?
My great grandson is in the Air Force.
Okay.
He's a drill sergeant.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
Then my one brother also retired from the Air Force.
He would enjoy what Mark's doing with you in the class as a drill sergeant. That would resonate with him very well.
I love Mark. Whenever he tells us to do something, he shows us and tells us what reacts. And I can feel some of those reactions before he even tells us.
I want to hear real quick before we get into the Glencroft story. What did you do for a living? What was your occupation?
Yeah, I worked at a telephone company
Oh,
for 40 years, yeah.
my dad did too,
Yeah.
with Mountain Bell.
Oh, I went for Michigan Bell.
Yes.
What did you do for them? What was your
Well,
role?
I started out as an operator.
Okay.
Then I went for senior operator. Then I ended up supervisor.
Okay, wait.
I-
I have a question. Did you do that thing where you punched? That, I think most people have no idea what that even is now. Don't you agree?
Oh,
Where
yeah, they don't have it.
you had to plug it in and I love that.
You had to follow every cord when you pulled them out, otherwise you cut somebody off.
It was probably good for your brain.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I trained too. I like that. I like training.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
exciting. And so,
Well, okay. So you retired Arizona. Where were you living in Arizona prior to Glencroft?
We were snowbirds for several years. And then we went to Mesa, and then we went to Apache Junction.
Oh wow. Okay. How'd you like living way out east? Did you like it
The
out there with the
Apache
mountains and the
Oh, yes.
beautiful
yes.
out there?
it is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. My husband was one of those. He loved all that stuff.
Did he?
If he seen a different road he never took, he'd take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet
That's
those
how-
RV trips were interesting then.
That's how you see things, though, huh?
Oh, yes.
It's so
oh,
pretty
yeah.
out there. Superstition Mountain.
Oh, I
all of
love it.
Oh,
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, what brought you from that side of town to this side?
My son.
Okay. And how many kids do you have?
One.
One. Okay.
We lost a preemie baby.
Okay.
But they could save those babies today, but if she had one more week on her, she would have lived, they said. But years
Oh.
ago, they didn't know.
Right. So you have a son, and he lives close to here,
Deer Valley.
Deer Valley. So good. Do you get to see him often?
He comes over about once a week, especially.
Ah.
Sometimes twice if I have a doctor's appointment, like, I got
Sure,
one tomorrow.
sure.
But, yeah, he's there for me all the time.
Oh, that
And he's got my telephone, so I got to just push one button to get him.
there's nothing like that. A mom and her son. Nothing like it.
No, and before he was born, I thought I wanted a little girl. But boy, he was a 10-pound, 5-ounce child.
Wow. Wow. That's
But he's been so good, and I always say, God knew what I needed, later.
yes. I think that too. My son is my lifeline. It's
And
the
when
best.
they're teenagers, they're so much fun, because I always had these boys in the house,
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
That's so great. So how long have you lived here at Glencroft?
Yeah, going on 3 years.
3 years.
In November will be the third year.
So were you, when you were making the move to senior living, did you guys look at a lot of places around the valley, and this, or had you heard of Glencroft, or how did you find us?
No. Well, yes, he did. I'm sure he did, yeah, because he checked around different places, yeah. I was over at Livestream at the time. He got me a place there, and I was over
Okay.
there about 9 years.
Oh, okay. And then what made you move to Glencroft?
He did.
Oh. Well, he's a smart young man.
I know. Well, when I was alone, after my husband died, still went back and forth for a while, but it's no fun going back and forth.
By yourself.
Yeah, so
So you moved in, and you moved right into where? What part of campus are you on?
over to Livestream on 101 and,
In Crossings. Is that where you are on campus?
oh, now, excuse
Yeah.
me, yes, yeah.
Yeah, over in Crossings. Okay.
Well, that's awesome because it's center of the campus,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, yes. I
And you're
like it.
close
I like
to
it.
all the places.
And
yes.
I have a beautiful view.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Do you look out at the mountains? Do you
Yep,
look?
I can see the mountains, and
Yes.
the trees, and yeah.
So what do you love to do on campus? We're going to talk more about your workouts because that's where kind of the Zoe life element. But what do you do a lot of the games and activities or
No, I went to a few, but so much of it, I like to play for fun.
Yes.
And, they have, I went from Domino's, I went twice. The
Okay.
first time I liked it, they were really helpful, but then I was at another table. And the lady that, I trained a lot when I was working. And you gotta let them do the work. You can't do it all, but she would tell me how to do it, but then she'd go and do it.
She's telling you every move to make.
I didn't say anything, but I just didn't go back there.
Okay.
Bingo was my main
But
thing.
you like
But
the
you
bingo.
like
I
bingo,
love bingo.
and you won
Yeah.
twice.
You're a bingo savant. What else do you love to do on campus? Where do you find yourself eating? Because you're right in the middle of, you're near Towers, you're near Henry's. What do you like?
I look at the schedule, see what I
Okay.
want.
All right.
I'm a diabetic, so I kind of go, take what I should have and all that stuff.
Well, good for you. I mean, being diabetic and still doing well and no pain,
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
No, I just have a little in the morning before I get my feet on the floor, But I have my cane there just in case, walk back and forth.
Okay.
So what is your routine? Because I think I want to get back to, 99 going on 100 with no pain and very good health. I think
And
everybody on
independent
campus
living.
would say, what is your advice? What would be your encouraging advice? Is it to keep moving, to
We
eat
wanna
healthy? Like, what is it?
Well, I never smoked, I never drank. And I'm married again, my second husband too. But but he had 2 daughters.
Okay.
And I've always been happy, After I lost my first husband, where I was at in these parks, they never left me alone. We would have groups that went different places, but they'd always come and get me and take me with them. So I never felt like it was
You
odd
know,
one,
there is a lot of research now that says of all the things you can do for yourself for longevity and good health, being social is number one.
Yeah.
Having friends, talking to people, going to exercise, going to bingo, those are what keep you going.
Yeah, I love people. They're all different,
Yes. I know. I love it.
Now, do you go to church here on campus, or?
I used to, but I can't hear. I have hearing aids, and it's real hard for me to hear over when they speak through a microphone.
Okay.
But I do sit and watch it on TV on Sundays.
Okay.
So has church always been a vital part of your life, going to church? And
Yeah, not steady, but when we were traveling, we'd stop by. If we seen it by past the church, we might stop by and go into it. And,
Now, what kind of church did you grow up in?
well, it was in a house.
Okay.
It was in a house. In fact, I got a picture at home someplace with all of us, the neighborhood went there. Yeah.
I love that.
And then finally, they left after years. We still got a Bible, if we went for a whole year without missing, and then we got little mottos if we learned scriptures.
I love that. Yes.
well, you are physically active. I'm going to go down the pillars because you're obviously, from a spiritual perspective, you have that background. You watch the church. You're engaged. How's your diet? I know you said you're diabetic, but you really do watch how you're eating and what's going in your body to fuel you, right?
Yes, a lot.
So when you look at the menus at Towers and Henry's, kind of what are you looking for? Like the healthiest options, or the stuff that what's your eye catch?
Well, I like starchy foods.
Starchy foods?
Oh, this is good. Okay, me
I
too.
have kind of gone back. I have kind of stopped on some of that, But
Okay.
now I'm trying to eat more vegetables,
Okay.
and but I don't eat a lot of sweets anymore.
No sweets.
I'm
So
a-
no
know,
drinking,
I
no
eat
smoking,
sweets,
low
but-
sugar. Do you like protein, like the chicken and the fish and the meat and
But that's what I should have more of. But I never liked fish.
no fish?
But I tried fish here one day, and it really is good.
Good. Now, what about red meat? Have you always eaten a lot of red meat? Steaks and
No,
Not much
I've
red
never
meat.
cared for steaks.
See?
I love hot
we're on to
dogs.
something here.
That's good. I haven't eaten meat for 40 years. I don't miss it.
No, I know. And I never eat a hamburger,
No.
Here they makes too much meat in it.
That's how I feel.
My sister used to, when she ordered a hamburger, she always said, smash it.
Yes.
it. Smash
Well,
burger.
you did well when you
I
didn't
did. I
eat
went
meat.
6 months no meat, and my body felt really good.
Yeah.
I did. I didn't miss it at all. And then I've gone back, but I don't eat it like I used to. It's very rare where we have red meat, for sure. Okay, so we'll stay on the physical pillar because the diet's super important. But the other aspect, and we talked about it real briefly, is the balance, strength, flexibility, moving. We always talk about it. As you're a senior, the expectations aren't to go run a mile, but to just move. We want you guys to move. So how is your days set up where you move? I know in the morning you said you get up and you take a walk. What does your day look like from an exercise standpoint?
Oh, well, I get up in the morning, but I have a cane right there because that's when, you know, I sleep with my feet up on a pillow.
Yes.
One of those pillows.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm a little bit tipsy. And I make sure I don't have any pain any place, you know, but it's like the neuropathy or whatever you call it is going down my feet.
Okay.
But a doctor came the other day. Boy, she did a good job.
Good.
So I haven't had any hurt. It's usually my heels or my
Yes.
one toe. Yeah.
So how often do you go down to the performance center where
I've been going every day.
every day? And what do you do most days or every day?
Well, we go to the strengthening class, and then we go to the balance class. Then I also watch you on TV.
Oh,
And the other day I sat there all until you the whole thing with you.
I know that's a good option. I mean, do
Yeah.
people know that
Oh yeah.
they can watch it?
we have
Because
so many watch it.
I still have the sheets that you printed out, and that's what I do. I go through that because you can do that on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you. And then my first husband, we danced all the time, even at home. You know, he loved to dance. We danced on the beach, and I don't know where put anybody. If he hears music, he's dancing. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dancing's so fun and good for you.
Yeah.
So, strength and balance class. You've gotten a lot stronger in there.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen when I poke my head in just to cheer you guys on. She is like the mascot for the group. The group. I mean, it's grown 12, 13 people in
Oh,
this
that's
class.
so good.
And everybody cheers each other on because they go through a station one at a time.
Okay.
Which could seem like, okay, I'm standing here watching and waiting my turn, but everybody is so excited about the person that is going. It is so fun to watch. Like, they're doing lunges and they're doing stuff in the parallel bars, so the safety factor
Right.
is met, but stuff that's really pushing you a little bit. I mean, it's a hard class.
Yeah. But I like it. I love it.
And you always have that smile. I mean, you have not stopped smiling. That's so refreshing.
Thank you.
And I think when you smile, it automatically brings joy, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do you smile and not feel
Right?
okay?
Well,
So
you know, one time I heard my dad. I don't know what was going on, but I heard my dad say, we had it upstairs. He says, if you can't come down that stairs with a smile on your face, get right back up there.
Oh, my dad used to say that. If you can't come out smiling, go back and start over.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a great way to live your life.
But I'll tell you another thing, that we've all said this, we've had reunions, and it was a get-together when we were younger, but I never, and all 7 of them that were living, I lost my one little brother when he was 3, but the rest of them, we have never heard my mother raise her voice.
Oh, isn't that such a blessing?
Yeah. Never did.
Would your kid say that?
No.
My dad did once in a while, but
Your
I had
TV
8
wouldn't
kids,
say
I
that
had
when
others,
sports
too.
are on. Yeah, that's such a great,
Yeah.
wow, 99 years later, you can say
Yeah.
I love that.
about your childhood. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, you can see, and we walk through every pillar you're playing in all of them. You have your whole life, not just a Glencrop thing, but the volunteering you've done. I heard you say that earlier. You emotionally are sound, obviously, because you have people around you, a support system, right, of friends, and it's just so
You're
fun to see
connected.
somebody right at 100, a centurion. You are on the doorstep. I think it's going to be an amazing year for you of just going towards that
Thank you.
goal.
Yes.
I mean, just an awesome.
And all of us that you bless by just being you.
Thank you.
Well, the group in the afternoons are lucky to have you. I hear about you all the time in there, and they have to up their game just to match you because there's only so much you can do if you're a 70-year-old and you're seeing a 99-year-old run circles around these
Right,
workouts. You
right.
kind of feel like, okay, I can't complain that this hurts because
Yeah.
she's killing it. I hear
Yes.
that all the time.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
inspiring.
So keep it up, Marlowe.
Okay.
You're a great addition to this campus 3 years ago.
Thank you.
We got to get you out here because you got to go to bingo.
I know.
know it.
We
we're
don't
holding
want
your
you to
seat.
miss bingo.
We can't have you late, but we thank you for taking the time and joining us.
We could sing B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G.
But we-
Oh, okay.
Marlowe, thank you for being
Hope you win.
here. All right.